Hi everybody! I'm so happy to be working with some of my wonderful YouTube friends to bring you this awesome set of gingerbread themed tutorials. You can click on the pictures or check out the links underneath the video. I'll be teaching you how to make this super cute little gingerbread man. Hi everybody, this is Laura
and Arnie
with Krazy Cool Cakes, and we're coming to you with a super cute and fun tutorial. We're going to be teaching you how to make this adorable little gingerbread man just in time for all of your awesome Christmas cakes. So let me just show you what we're doing real quick. This is going to be super fun and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm starting with a scrap piece of foam core and a little piece of parchment paper. And many of you have seen my tutorials. I like to sculpt all of my toppers on top of a foam core so that my lolly stick can go into the foam core, and this ensures my topper will not be tilting on me. Okay, if you want to not use this, that's completely fine, but again, this is my preference. So I'm starting with 1.5 ounces of this really nice chocolate gum paste, and I'm just going to knead this and roll it into a ball to get all the cracks and wrinkles out. Once you have all the cracks and wrinkles out, go ahead and place the ball on your work surface, and then we're going to roll this into a cone. You don't want it super pointy. We still want to make our little gingerbread man nice and cute and cuddly. So there's our really nice cone. Take your lolly stick and then gently hold the top of the cone so that the gum paste doesn't get pushed down, and twist as you press down. Make sure your stick is right in the center and you keep it nice and straight, and keep pressing down until you feel the stick touch your table. Okay, once I know it's touching the table, I'm just gonna reshape just in case it got a little messed up. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is take my foam core and my parchment, take a blade, and carefully, hopefully I won't cut myself again, let's cut an X into the board. Okay, then you're going to pick up your little cone and then twist until the little stick comes out from the bottom. Clean the bottom of your stick, okay, as best you can, and then insert it into the X and carefully press down. Okay, the next step is to add the legs to the little gingerbread man. So we're gonna prepare 2 little slots for where the legs are gonna be inserted. So take the largest ball tool in your Sculpey ball tool set. Remember, I have all the links underneath the video if you'd like to purchase your own set. And this is the front of the gingerbread man, so I'm just gonna make 2 small dents on the side. If you've seen my Elmo tutorial, this is the exact same thing. Okay, so just do 2 small dents. Now we are going to take 2 balls of gum paste. These are each about a gumball size, and let's just knead them to get the cracks and wrinkles out. Roll it into a ball. Then you're going to place the ball on the tabletop and roll it into a tube. We want his little legs to be nice and plump, so don't roll it too thin. This is about 2 inches long. Then take your middle finger and we're going to create an ankle. So we're going to give him a foot and just kind of roll right where the ankle would be. So if you notice, we're starting to thin this part here where the ankle will go. Only there, okay, nowhere else. Just like that. Then take your finger and gently press down. You don't want to flatten the foot. We're just trying to create a sole just to flatten the bottom. And then flatten the sides down to your work surface so we can create a nice flush straight sole. Then hold the ankle with your other hand, right where your 2 fingers should be, right where the ankle is, and just gently lift the foot. Just like that. Take your middle finger and press the foot back. and the bottom of the foot down towards the table to give it that nice cute shape. And repeat the same step with the second leg. Okay, now we're gonna stick our little legs on, so take a toothpick and you're gonna cut it right in half with your cutters. Make sure you hold the other half so it doesn't go flying and stabbing your husband in the eye.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome, baby. Okay, so what you're gonna do is take the blunt end and insert it right in the center of one of the holes. We're gonna have him sitting really cute with his little legs sticking out to the side. So there's one, and then the other one, again, right in the center. Hopefully I'm not blocking your view too badly. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to take your really cool edible glue brush and take a little bit of edible glue and just place it on the part of the leg that's gonna go into the dent that we made. And you want the toothpick to go into this little leg. So just carefully place it right in the center and just push it in. Just like that. If his little foot wants to go down, you just keep pressing it upward. It will eventually stay. Remember, you are the boss. You tell the gum paste to do what you want it to do. That's what I always say. How cute is that so far?
That's perfect.
Before we make the arms and add them, I'm gonna teach you all how to make this super cute little candy cane. It's very simple to make, and we wanna have this made before we create the little arms, okay? So you're just gonna need a very small amount of white and a very small amount of red, and we're just gonna roll these into very thin little tubes. Okay, so as you can see here, I rolled out two very thin little worms of white and red, and I cut off what I'm not gonna need because the candy cane's gonna be very little. All you're gonna do is place the two side by side, pick them up carefully, and then you're gonna twist both sides in opposite directions. So one set of fingers should be going towards you and the other set of fingers should be going away from you. And make sure that you're doing this gently without pinching the tubes together. You wanna keep their shape nice and tubular.
Totally tubular.
Once you have a pretty tight swirl like this, then just kind of pinch the two sides together just to keep it from opening up on you. Then gently with your palm, you're going to roll the entire thing together on your table, just so that we can start forming a worm. Okay, so as you can see, it starts looking like one worm. There's no bumps or anything like that. It's nice and smooth. Okay, does that look cool?
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, so once you have the worm, then just form it into the shape of a little candy cane. Take your Kool Sculpey Super Slicer. Okay. And we're gonna just cut off what we don't need. So I think I wanna cut it about there. Okay. And then I'll cut the other end right there. Okay. So just set your little candy cane off to the side and let that dry. I have two small balls of gum paste. This is gonna be for the arms, and these are each a little over 1/2 inch in diameter. So to make an arm, again, just knead it and then roll it into a ball so that we can get all the cracks and wrinkles out. Okay, put on your tabletop and we're gonna roll it into a cone. And this is a somewhat long cone. This is the shape that we're going for. Okay. Then you're going to take again your middle finger and just gently press on the end, just to widen it a little bit to make a hand. Then take your blade tool, which comes on the other end of the shell tool, the Wilton shell tool. This is gonna be the right arm, so we're gonna create a thumb on the correct side. So as you noticed, I just gently pressed in, and I'm going to reinsert and then just open it up a little bit so I can get a cute little thumb. Any sharp lines, just use the end of your thumb to smooth it out. Before we glue the arm, take your 2 fingers and just gently pinch. When you're adding arms to torsos, you don't want an abrupt beginning and ending, so that's why we're pinching this, just to smooth it a little bit. Take some edible glue, and you're just gonna add a little bit of edible glue to the top of the arm. That will be the makeshift shoulder. We always add the arms before the head, okay? So this is gonna go right up at the top of the cone, and just gently press. Again, nice and flush at the top so that we don't have a huge bump here on the shoulder. And just really in a cute little way, open up the arm. Let's add a little bit of edible glue right where the hand will be touching the leg, just a tiny bit to make it tacky. Okay, then open up the little thumb here, and you're gonna add some edible glue inside the hand and the thumb where he's gonna be holding the little candy cane. So now you can see why we did want to open up the little thumb, so that we can stick the little candy cane in here, just like this. And then just press the little thumb down so that he holds. And if you have to push it in there just a tiny bit, go for it. Okay, just like that. Let's make the second arm, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. Okay, this time, this is the left arm, so now the thumb is gonna be in the opposite side, so just gently hold the little hand, take your blade tool. So again, the top of the arm goes at the top of the cone. Press it down. Okay, and I think I'm gonna just put his little hand right there. Is that cute?
Very cute.
Okay, now we're gonna make the head, and this is a good amount of gum paste, just a tiny bit under 2 ounces. So let's just knead this and roll it into a ball to get all the cracks and wrinkles out. So roll it into a nice ball shape, as perfect as you can. And you're gonna cut off half of the stick that's sticking out. And add some edible glue to the top of the cone. You don't need a lot, just enough to make it tacky. And you wanna make sure that you place the head right in the center, right on top. So keep a very close eye on where you are placing check it from the front, and then I like to turn it to the side and make sure that it's exactly in the middle, not too back and not too forward. So that looks good to me right there. And then I'm just gonna gently jiggle and lower at the same time. Don't ruin the shape of the head. Okay, now we want the nose to be right in the center of the circle, so I'm just gonna take the end of my brush, and I'm actually ducking way down on a level, and I'm just gonna make a tiny little mark where the nose will go, okay? That's just to give me a visual where all the other parts will go. I have a really cool mouth tool from Wilton. This is one of the new sets, and this is really an easy way to make a perfect mouth shape. If you don't have this, then you can use the wider end of any tip. So I'm gonna use the pink end, which is the wider end. And I'm gonna make a really cute little smile, just like that. Then I'm gonna take a number 7 tip, the smaller end, and I'm just gonna make 2 cute little dimples holding the tip. And I'm sorry if you don't have a perfect view, but I have to look at this from the front to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, there's one little dimple. And there's the other little dimple. Okay, next we're gonna add this super cute little nose. So just take a very small piece of brown gum paste, smaller than a pea, and then just roll it into a little ball. Make sure you get all the cracks and wrinkles out. And then you're just gonna roll it into a very small fat capsule shape. We don't want it perfectly round unless of course you want to. But I always like the way these little noses look, not perfectly round. So just like a little capsule shape, just like that. Take your edible glue and you're just gonna add a tiny bit of edible glue where you made the little dent for the nose. And then just take your little nose and just place it right over the little dent. How cute is that? Now we're gonna make this super cute little eye. So you just need a tiny bit of black gum paste. And you're gonna roll it out. And then take a size 10 tip. If you wanna make the eyes bigger or smaller, you can, but I think a size 10 is appropriate for this size head. So there's 1. And 2. Okay, take a little bit of edible glue and add glue to the back of one of the eyes. And you wanna place the eye over the nose and right above, I gotta put this down, and right above the end of the mouth. Right there. Just like that. Okay, and let's do the same for the other one. How cute is that?
Very cute.
Okay, now we're gonna make a super cute Santa Claus hat. So I have a red ball of gum paste about 1.25 inches in diameter, about 1/2 ounce, and just knead it into a ball. Get all the cracks and wrinkles out. Okay, now we're gonna roll it into a fat cone. Just like that. Then take your rolling pin and hold the cone with the point down and insert the rolling pin in the bottom. So I'm turning the gum paste in my hand. And this is just to give me a nice even opening at the top. Once I have an opening about this size, then I'm just gonna take my 2 fingers, my middle finger and my thumb, and just start pinching the end just to widen the opening of the hat. So let's just test it out. The brim is actually gonna go right to almost to the top of his eyes. So I do need to widen this a little bit more. So stick your finger in if you have to, just to widen the hole a bit. Okay. And then pinch and widen. And add some glue on the inside of the hat, all the way to the very edge. Place the hat right on top. He looks like, what do you call those?
Dunce?
No, those little,
elf?
Yeah, no, the little midget guys in the front yard.
A gnome.
A gnome. Okay, so there's the little hat. And then let's give it a little tilt. Just like that. Oh, cute. Now I know it doesn't look like a Santa hat yet. Give it a little pinch up here. So it looks like it's got a nice little sharp bend. So you need a white ball of gum paste about 1 inch in diameter, and of course we're not going to use it all, but we always want to have more than enough. So all you're going to do is place it on your tabletop, and let's roll out a nice long worm, and this is going to be a little thick. And all you're going to do is take this part of your hand and just press it down. Don't flatten it completely. We're just widening it a little bit more.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeesh, man.
You got a speech impediment?
Pretty cool. Okay, so let's just test it out. And we want it to be more than enough. Perfect. Okay, and then once we actually dent it to make it look fluffy, it's gonna get a little bit longer. So take your awesome medium-sized ball tool.
My favorite.
In your Sculpey set, remember all the links are under the video, and then you're just gonna dent little holes to make it look like fluff.
So you're just tapping it down.
Just tap it down. Okay, so take your awesome Sculpey super slicer and cut a straight line. And of course the seam is going to be in the back. Okay, cut the other end because we want to have a straight seam. And what's cool is you can stretch it if you have to, okay? And then turn it over, take your glue, and you do want to add a tiny bit on one end to make sure that you get a nice seal. So I want to add the fluffy brim so that the bottom of it is right above the eyes. So the seam is going to meet in the back, and just carefully turn it around.
That was careful?
Yeah. That's the cool thing about this thing is you can move it around as much as you want. Okay, now we're gonna make the fluffy ball on the end of the hat. So just take a small piece of gum paste, roll it into a ball. Then you are going to take the small ball tool in the Sculpey set and just press in a bunch of little. We're not making a golf ball, we are making a fluff ball.
I can't wait to play golf again.
So it doesn't have to be perfect. You like the way I just blew off your little golf reference right there?
I know you want to too.
I know. And then what you're gonna do is take a piece of toothpick, take your cutters, and you only need a tiny size. Just like that, okay? And then take the very tip of the hat and carefully insert it. Okay, and don't worry, this is not gonna be eaten. How could anyone possibly even dream of
Who
taking?
in their right mind would eat that
Just
stuff?
crazy. So don't worry, no one's gonna choke to death because you're gonna let them know, do not eat the gingerbread
They
man.
have no business eating it.
Take a little bit of glue right on the tip and then just stick it in. Just like that.
I love it.
Cute. It's adorable. Okay, so we're gonna add some really cute buttons to the gingerbread man's chest before we add the scarf. So just take a little cute green ball of gum paste. You can make the button any shape, but I just thought it'd be super cute to make little hearts. So you just roll it into a little cone, flatten, not completely, but just semi-flatten to make it into a little teardrop shape like that. Then all you're gonna do is take your really cool flat rubber end of the medium size ball tool and you're just gonna press it in to the top to make a little dent in the middle. So I'm gonna try to hold this without blocking your entire view. So just kind of press that in, just like that. And that makes a cute little heart. So go ahead and make a total of 3 of these, and then make 2 tiny little pastel pink ones for the little cheeks, okay? Okay, so I've made my 3 little green hearts, and these are the little buttons. So all I'm gonna do is go ahead and flip one over, and then add a little bit of glue on the back. And the first one I'm gonna add will be right in the center. That way I can position the other 2. Right in the middle. Okay, so I have my 2 little tiny pink hearts for his little rosy cheeks. So just add a little bit of glue on the back. Cute.
Cute.
Alright, now we can finally add the scarf now that we've added the little buttons. So take a marble size piece of red gum paste, knead it, roll it into a ball, and then we're going to roll it into a long tube, and once again flatten it, semi-flatten it using our palm. And what you're going to do is take your awesome blade, cut both ends. You're gonna take a small piece about 1 inch long, and then take your blade and let's cut little pieces here on the end so it looks like the end of the scarf.
Like fringes?
Mm-hmm. All right, take a little bit of glue on the back. Kind of flare out these little pieces a little bit. How cute, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is going to go like this over his little arm, just like that. Okay, then we're going to measure the rest of it. We want the seam to be in this area where the 2 pieces of scarf will be kind of hanging. Take your fingernail and just make a little mark where the 2 ends met. Cut that part, and again take one end and cut little fringes. Flare out this little piece. Take the end, and you do want to kind of pinch it. You want it to be thinner because this is going to be squeezed between the scarf and the face. Take your long piece, turn it over, add edible glue to the back. Add a little bit of glue right on the end. Begin to glue right at the neck. Wrap it all the way around. Carefully. See how easy it is to turn the hole topper when it's on the foam core?
Very nice.
Now you see why we added the buttons first, because it does cover the top of that little button there. And then we're gonna squeeze in the other little part of the scarf right here, so make a little room for it right there. Okay? And remember, we already pinched this little end here to make sure it's gonna squeeze in there. And this little piece of scarf is gonna look like it's coming up and over from the inside. And then just squeeze it in there. And you want this to hang down this way. And you can use your little rubber end to secure it.
It looks nice and warm.
Last but not least, we're going to make 2 little cute holly leaves, and I'm going to teach you how to make one, and then you can go ahead and make the other. So just roll out a little bit of your pretty green gum paste. Then you're going to cut out a rectangle. This is only about 1/4 inch in width. And about 1/2 inch long. And all you need is a number 12 tip or any tip of your choice depending on how big of a leaf you want to make. And you're going to simply trim 2 of the corners off using the small end of your tip. I'm going to flip this over. So we're aiming for a little point on one side of the leaf, just like that. Then use the same small side of the tip, and you're going to make 2 more little cutouts on the side. One there, little tiny leaf. Let me flip this over so it's easy for me to cut. Another little cut on the same side. I'm sorry, on the other side, not the same side. Okay. And then just take the wider end and cut the bottom at a little arch. So this is the shape of leaf that you're going for. Hopefully you can see that there. Take any straight tool. You can use your blunt end of your blade, or you can use the wheel tool in the Wilton set. And you're just gonna do 1 vein from the point down to the bottom and just hold it in place. Just like that. How cute, huh?
Very.
So just make 2 of those. Now just roll out 3 tiny little berries. And once you have your 3 little berries, you can put them anywhere you'd like on the hat. I think it's gonna look cute up here. So just add a little bit of glue to the actual hat, because it'll be almost impossible to add glue to each little tiny berry. And then just pick it up with your brush since it's nice and moist. Carefully pick up your little leaves. You're gonna add a little bit of glue to the back of each one. Cute is that?
Very cute.
Alright, so the last thing is just to add some little tiny details that we're gonna hand paint, and we're gonna use Americolor's Bright White gel food coloring. You can use any brand you'd like, but this is my preference. So I usually just like to shake it, and then I'm just gonna pour a couple of dots here on my tabletop. And I've got my little gingerbread man on my Hello Kitty lunchbox to match my Band-Aid. This is just to elevate it a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And I got some really cool nail art dotting tools that you can get at any Sally's Beauty Supply, or you can just check out the link underneath the video, and if you'd like to order them. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and use a small ball tool just to add some little dots in the eyes. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, just like that. And then let's use a smaller little point, the opposite one there. And you're gonna do a tiny little dot on the bottom right. Just like that, super cute. And I like that same small dot for a little tiny dot that I want to put right above the little heart on the cheek here. Right there, how cute. And then the same spot right above the other little heart. Cute. Now let's add some detail to the shoes, and for that I'm going to use a larger size ball, nail dotting ball. And so I'll probably fast forward this part because it's going to be several little dots, and you just want to go all along the side of the shoe. Now we're just gonna add a few little dots to the hands, and this is only gonna be going across the top and side of the larger part of the hand, not the thumb. So I'm using a smaller little ball, and again, you can use any size you'd like. And that is it. Cute. So here is our adorable completed little gingerbread man. We hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you happen to make one of these, which I hope you do, we would love to see it. And please be sure to post it on our wall on our Facebook page. And speaking of Facebook, don't forget to join us and also follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. And we love you guys. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas and God bless you. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to check out all these wonderful tutorials. You can find the links underneath the video.